Hey there, I'm Han.
And I'm Kat, and we're Brews and Reviews. Merry Christmas! Oh wait, wrong holiday.
Yeah, I think we've gotten a bit ahead of ourselves.
Yeah. That's better!
Yay!
Happy Halloween, everyone! It's not Halloween yet, but we're excited, and October's here. It's a fun time for everyone. I'm not even sure if you can hear me right now because I don't have a mouth hole. So now that that silliness is out of the way and done with, we are on to serious business now. We've got one heck of an October planned for you guys.
It's going to be spooktacular.
Fantastic.
So the plan is we have chosen some cool, well, creepy books and films that we're going to read and watch throughout the month of October. And we will be giving you updates on how we found them.
Yeah. So we're going to give you reviews of things. We've picked a bunch of horror movies that neither of us have seen.
Yeah.
And we picked one that the other one hasn't seen as well.
Yeah.
That we just need to watch.
Yeah.
Basically, this is a TBR video, guys. This is what you came here for. This is what the title says. This is where we are.
Yes.
So we're going to run through the movies that we picked to watch and review for you guys, and so you can expect those to be popping up. And then we're going to go on to our reading TBR, where we've picked some either like creepy or spooky books for you to read. So we're going to go through our movies first, and yeah. We've got a couple on DVD and we've got a couple on Netflix that we're going to watch, so we'll just have to show you some pictures of them rather than the actual DVDs.
So the first DVD that we've chosen, it was a bit of an old schooly one. We've chosen Hellraiser.
Yeah, I don't know very much about this film at all.
I don't either.
I just know that it is a classic that everyone remembers, and obviously everyone knows Pinhead, but I don't know what we know him for, just that he's a horror.
I remember as a child, I used to have videotapes. I used to have a cupboard full of videotapes, and Hellraiser was one of them, and it absolutely used to petrify me looking at it as a child.
Right.
So I'm excited to watch it.
Yeah.
To know what it's about.
So, just forewarning you though as well, guys, we don't know very much about many of these films, and we've done that on purpose. We've not looked up the synopsis because you can ruin a horror movie for yourself, so yeah. The next movie that we are going to watch is The Girl with All the Gifts. Now, I know you might be thinking this isn't necessarily a horror movie, it's just more of a zombie movie, but...
I mean, it's zombies.
Yeah, zombies can be creepy.
Enough for us.
Yeah, exactly. And I think you've got to throw a zombie movie out there every so often to just, liven it up.
Even though they're dead.
Yeah. Brains. Nom, nom, nom.
Here's The Shining. This one is another one of the films we are going to watch.
Yeah, can you believe that neither of us have seen it? We've gotten through to the ripe old age of 24 and neither of us have seen The Shining. Feels like some sort of sin.
It does.
Yeah, so...
And it's Jack Nicholson, so how can we not watch it?
Yeah. So, and Stephen King.
Yes.
Next movie that we've got is Orphan. Because neither of us have seen this. It looks really creepy, and FK Vlogs actually recommended this to us, so...
And The Shining.
Oh yeah, she recommended The Shining as well. So basically, it's FK Vlogs' fault that we're all going to be
creeped out.
Yeah. Which is great, because that's what we wanted.
But we trust her judgment on these films.
Yes, so we are looking forward to these a lot.
The next one we chose was The Conjuring. I like this kind of film. From what I know about, I don't know about it, but from the gist I get from it, this is my kind of horror movie. And it's defo not Catty's, so this is going to be hilarious when we watch it.
I don't like possession films. They terrify me, and, so...
It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one.
The next film that we chose is one on Netflix, and we saw an advert for this, right when it came out, and then never heard anything about it again. It is Knock Knock. Now, I know you're thinking, oh, that sounds like a crap film. We know it sounds like a crap film. It's like your, I don't know, slasher revenge sort of, just crap.
But we think it's interesting, obviously, because normally you see a helpless young maiden that's getting terrorised by a man, whereas it's the other way around, so it's quite
It's helpless Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
So, yay.
Next one we chose was Blair Witch. So,
yeah, it's going to be interesting, this one, because it's obviously not had great reviews. It's not, you know... I mean, I've not seen the original. Have you seen the original?
I don't think I have.
I've just heard the original's really boring, and this one might be boring too, but at least it's modern boring, and like, you can say that we've made a massive mistake on this. Just this one's on Netflix, so... So the next movie that we picked was kind of my choice, because I needed to have something to help me get over The Conjuring, because I just can tell you right now that it's not going to be a nice time for me. So
we're going to watch these two together, aren't we?
Yes. And the movie we have chosen is Grabbers. Now you might be thinking, oh, I've never heard of that movie. That's, yeah, probably not. Because it's about alien-type creature things that come down to Earth, and the only way that you can fight them or not get killed by them is to be absolutely off-your-face drunk. And it's set in Northern Ireland, so I mean, just a bunch of Northern Irish people in like a rural town getting smashed off their faces and fighting aliens, like...
Do you know what, as well? The cast in it, great. Like,
yeah.
I really like the people who are in it, so I'm excited to see. I'm really looking forward to it.
It's going to be like one of those sort of funny Halloween type movies,
yeah.
But, you know, I think we need a little lightheartedness after all of this terror.
Another film that we saw at the cinema, but we didn't go to watch it, but we saw it advertised, was The Forest. And the only reason why we were intrigued by it, just because it had like Natalie Dormer in it from Game of Thrones. So this is another one that's on Netflix, so we just thought we'd give it a whirl.
Yeah, I think it looks quite creepy because of the whole Japanese forest, suicide forest thing.
Yeah.
Like, that's intriguing. I don't know if it's going to be good, but it's intriguing. So this next movie might explain the beginning of this video a little bit better. Santa's Sleigh. Because,
well, why not?
yeah, like, I had this recommended to me from a guy at work, and wow, couldn't say no to it, could I?
Sorry.
It's basically where, like, Santa loses a bet and then goes on a killing rampage.
What couldn't you like about that?
Exactly.
So now we're going to go on to the films where only one of us has seen and the other hasn't.
Mm-hmm.
So every single time we talk about films that the other one hasn't watched, Jeepers Creepers comes up. Because I think this is a great film. Like, I used to love it as a child for some strange reason. It used to creep me out, but I used to love it. And the song in it, like, generally, it's horrible. So I thought this would be a great movie for Katie to watch.
Can't wait.
It's going to be great.
Yeah. Now, the movie that I picked for Hannah to watch is not a scary movie. She likes the scary movies, guys. I'm not going to win. I'm not going to win in this whole who's got the scariest movie sort of thing. So I picked a classic, and I'm sure you will agree that it needs to be watched, because actually you will love this movie. Because it's awesome. Hocus Pocus, because I just can't believe you've not seen it. Like, I just can't.
I don't know, just... Because you know what, when it comes up to Halloween, I always see everyone watching Hocus Pocus, everyone talks about it, and it's like, I never get it, because obviously I've never seen it.
Well, you will get it.
I'll be able to jump on the bandwagon now.
Yeah.
And say, yeah, boy, I've seen it. So now we're going to go on to the books that we're going to read. We've chosen 3 books each.
Yeah. We didn't want to overwhelm ourselves, and if we finish all of these, then we're probably going to pick another one, and we'll just add that to our October wrap-up.
Yeah, and if we don't finish it, we don't finish it, but we've got them just in case.
Yeah.
So the first book I have chosen is The Monstrumologist by Rick Yancey. I've read some Rick Yancey books before, the Fifth Wave series, and I quite like them, so I thought it sounds quite intriguing. It's sort of like, it sounds like it's a bit of a take on Frankenstein, which, why not? You know, it sounds alright. It actually does sound quite intriguing as well, so I am excited to read it. So, yeah, hopefully it doesn't let me down like the ending of the Fifth Wave series. Don't let me down.
I'm going to be reading a Stephen King book this month, and as for choosing which Stephen King book, I already have this one on my shelf, so I'm going to read it, guys. Pet Cemetery. That is where I'm going with this. I'm just intrigued by it, and I quite like the sound of it. And I just read It last month, and I found that that was really good. I really liked it. So I'm interested to see more of Stephen King's works.
The second book I have chosen is The Savage Song by V.E. Schwab. I'm not very good at pronouncing names, I'm really, really sorry. I mean, it's got monsters, and it sounds really cool, and I really like the sound of it. I'm actually really excited to read it. Like, I keep reading the back of it, and it makes me want to actually pick it up right now and read it. So, and now I've like got it.
I mean, it's beautiful.
It
Isn't
actually
That cover
really is.
Really
yeah,
lovely.
it makes me want to read it even more, and like the text is okay.
Yeah, it's nice size writing.
Yeah.
Really nice.
So yeah, it's a good book. Good book. Well, hopefully, fingers crossed and all.
The second book that I have chosen to read is The Surrogate by Tanya Carver. A couple of months ago, I read The Creeper, which is actually the sequel to this book, but because it's like a crime thrillery, serial killery, murdery one, it kind of doesn't matter because they're not necessarily, they follow on, but they're not necessarily like you have to have read the last book. So this book is about a serial killer that kills pregnant women. So, not sure how it's going to go, but I am intrigued. It sounds like it's going to be pretty gross and pretty nasty, so I'm quite intrigued to where this is going to go.
My final book that I've chosen is They All Fall Down by Tammy Cohen. You picked this up actually, didn't you?
Yeah.
About a month or so ago, and you brought it back and I was like, oh, do you know what? I really like the sound of it. So it's about like this person, she's actually called Hannah, and she's in a psychiatric ward, and all of the patients start mysteriously vanishing. So, sounds quite creepy, and yeah, like I feel like, you know, the whole psychiatric ward as well, and yeah, I just like...
Very Halloween-y.
Yeah.
Very perfect to read in October, I think.
And it's a different book, like, to the style of books I usually read, so this is why I wanted to choose one like this. You know, my other ones are still fantasy kind of related, so this one isn't, so I really, really hope I enjoy it.
The final book that I have picked is Dracula, the Undead. Now, I actually got this as part of our bookish box swap with Mystery Date with a Book, and we'll link that video down below. But I've been holding on to this since we unboxed it. Like, this would be perfect to read in October. I can't wait. So I purposely have not looked as to what this is about because I kind of just want to be surprised. I love Dracula, and you just can't go wrong with Dracula.
You can't,
like,
really.
you can't. So I'm very excited. So before we go, I just want to say, like, if there are any we've not really described, it is genuinely because we haven't looked into it on purpose. We don't want to spoil anything for ourselves, so we kind of just want to be surprised by it all.
Yeah.
That's kind of the whole point of this, is to sort of films and books are supposed to be shocking, and we want to be shocked by them. So sorry if this is unsatisfying in any way.
So I hope you are looking forward to our October read and film fest as much as we are.
Yeah.
We are very excited about it.
Yeah.
As soon as we had the idea, we were like, oh my god, this needs to happen like right now.
Yeah,
So
it was
October, hurry up. So yeah, and let us know if you're going to be doing anything for October. Like if you've got anything creepy planned, or...
Yeah, if you're going to be any sort of spook fiend creeper. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this video, if you are looking forward to any of the films or books that we're going to be reviewing this month, please let us know. If you have any recommendations for creepy films or books that we need to read, then let us know.
Yeah.
And the next video you'll see is probably one of our reviews.
Yes.
So please be immersed in the creep. And we'll see you next time.
See you later.
Bye. I just feel like I have to drink it now.
I know, me too. We're just recording ourselves drinking a cup of tea, by the way.
What's came out my nose? You know, you get that that like when it almost comes out your nose and it tastes funny and like
Do you know what? I never get that, but you tend to get it a lot. And it's John Nicholson. John Nicholson.
Who's he? Is he Jack's brother? I don't know what it's.
Shh! They'll hear us.
Like if you're going to be any sort of like creeper like us.
Us? Oh.